What is up, YouTube? It's Fresh bringing you a brand new video once again. And this time I finally get to discuss. Finally, it's been so long. The days have passed. I gave it enough time. Hopefully, everyone's seen the movie. This is the spoiler review of Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, this is one of the greatest. This is probably my favorite. I don't even. Guys, this movie was amazing. I definitely think that this is Tom Holland's best movie as Spider-Man. I think this is also, I want to say, the best Spider-Man movie that's come out, live action wise. This is really good. And it's not just because, like, we've seen all three Spider-Man, it's kind of just like their individual performances and, like, everything that goes into it. And Tom Holland was just really good. He was a really, really good Spider-Man, as well as just the whole cast, front to back, the villains, like it was amazing. It was amazing. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the very first scene. This is the funniest scene to me. Or no, actually, I take that back. It wasn't the funniest, but it was one of the funniest scenes. I was laughing literally as soon as the movie started. In the intro scene, right? Everyone figures out, Peter, he's Spider-Man. So like, things get a little hectic. Now, the funniest thing was when Peter pushes this lady off of him. Basically flings her arm off, and she goes, "Spider-Man hit me, Spider-Man." Bro, oh my gosh. I love that moment because it felt so real. Like, it felt so realistic. Like, that's something that would happen. That's honestly something would happen. And I feel like if I was the lady, I would have did the same thing. I mean, I wouldn't have put my hand on Spider-Man because that's kind of disrespectful. Everybody got a bubble. But if Spider-Man low key, like, what I mean, kind of shady pushed me,
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance!
you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, the whole world. So that was really a good scene to me. That was by far one of the greatest intros to a movie, honestly, for a Spider-Man film. And I just want to get into this for a sec. I feel like people are underestimating the quality of the story here, because I feel like people don't realize, like, this was more than just all three Spider-Man like coming together. I've seen a lot of casual fans talk about it, and this is way more than just all three of them coming together and being in this movie. Tom Holland Spider-Man went through such an amazing growth and changed so much, and not only that, he was just acting. He was acting. But yeah, here are my favorite moments from Spider-Man No Way Home. So the apartment scene. Now hold on, Marvel. Hold on. The apartment scene is crazy. What did Happy and Aunt May walk into in the room there? But that was hilarious. I actually love that part, and it was just funny to see Happy and Aunt May. They're already off the bat, just flirting, just talking, and showing it was really funny. I thought it was funny how Aunt May was trying to silently curve Happy, and I was just really interested in this whole scene because I liked how it was kind of hectic. Aunt May and Happy, they're acting like, "Oh, what's up? Everything's good. We chilling. What's up? Hey, you guys are here. Hi, nice to meet you." But in reality, everything's going bad right now. The biggest oopsie that could happen. I just said oopsie. I've never said oopsie in my life. The biggest mistake that could happen. Tom Holland gets exposed for being Spider-Man. Now he has to deal with that. But I loved how they filmed the scene. They filmed it like you were really in there and you were really questioning everything. Like, oh my gosh, like we didn't just see, like we didn't just see Mysterio say it on the big screen. We just, it was like we reliving him getting exposed as Spider-Man. It was crazy. I was like, this is a really good scene, and the camera angles and everything they were doing was great. Oh yeah, so they turn on the TV, they look out the window. Peter actually uses his webs to stick the window blinds down. I thought that was hilarious because I feel like we've all had moments like that where like something just doesn't work. You just wish you could just, you know what I mean, just superpower it real quick. So it was showing, like that different side of Spider-Man that we haven't really gotten to see too much. And I like that because they were being different. They were trying new things with Tom Holland Spider-Man. So that's good. That's always good. So pretty much everything Mysterio said really messed Peter up. They really believed him and they end up at the police station. It looks really bad for him. And I honestly was kind of disappointed that I wasn't disappointed. I was just this. It's just Ned, you're supposed to be going to MIT, buddy. Oh my God! Like, I didn't want to say it, but like, come on, come on, a little too dumb right there. But I honestly thought that it was a great scene, seeing him in the courthouse or not the courthouse, seeing him in the police station, getting interviewed. Aunt May and MJ saying the same thing. Um, then they get back. Then they get back. Now, this was such a crazy scene. This was seeing Daredevil, because I'm gonna be honest, I just started watching the Daredevil TV show. I never thought I was gonna end up watching it because I never thought that Daredevil was gonna be put into the MCU. Now I have to go watch all the MCU shows because now pretty much a lot of that's canon. So like I wasn't even gonna watch Daredevil. I was like, bro, Daredevil's probably never gonna be in a movie or gonna have a movie, and here we go, here we are. So maybe I should just next time look at look at what I want to look at. You know what I mean? Just go ahead and do it because I did watch the Inhumans, and I think that's gonna be canon as well. So that should be interesting. And then Daredevil catching the brick as someone threw a brick into the apartment, and Peter's like, "Whoa, whoa," because Daredevil low key predicted that before the Spidey senses. No, that I mean Peter kind of reacted, but Daredevil, I was like, okay, okay, the boy. Peter goes to school now. Oh my gosh, this is one of the best scenes I've ever seen. Literally the hardest Spider-Man scene I've ever seen, bro. Literally, just look at the background. Look at the background. They. That man is cold. That man is cold. Look at the background. Look how he walking through like, yeah, I'm him. I'm him. And in slow motion, Ned walking, MJ walk, everybody walking through like, yeah, what's up? And the crowd just, you know what I mean? It was crazy. It was crazy. And then there was that one guy talking about spider babies with it was funny. It was funny. I really enjoyed that part. That was hilarious. And watching with because I watched this movie twice. Watching it the second time, that part of the movie was way funnier the second time than the first time. Because I didn't catch it too much. I didn't catch it that fast, so I didn't really laugh that much. But the second time, I was laughing. Because I guess I was looking for things I didn't really notice before. So then I like how Flash was trying to be friends with Peter now, and how he walked in on them being rejected to MIT and everything. I thought that was hilarious because Flash really like look at the growth. Look at the growth. Flash went from calling him Penis Parker in PE class to trying to be his best friend. You know, and all that. And I was like, how they switch up? I was laughing. He switched up. He was like, I'm not trying to hate on you no more. I love I was laughing. So I thought that was hilarious. In the movie, I feel like before we got to that midway point, it was really funny. I feel like I feel like Spider-Man is a funny character. He talks in his fights, he trash talks. A lot of it got serious, but it was really funny for moments. So I thought it was cool. Seeing Doctor Strange use the same spell, I believe that was the same thing he used in What If, where he hid himself inside that glass so that it didn't destroy everything or destroy the whole universe. I think you guys remember he had the same ball. He had the same spell in the ball. I personally thought that something bad was gonna happen right there, but it was nerve wracking. It was nerve wracking. But yeah, so then I'm gonna skip through a lot of the story just to let you guys know because I feel like I don't gotta explain the whole movie. We all watched it, you know. I'm gonna just say the parts I really liked, and if that's the whole movie, then that's just the whole movie. I did love the whole movie, but yeah. So the craziest thing for me was Peter fighting Doctor Strange, completely beating Doctor Strange, outsmarting him, and then doing the dumbest thing he could possibly do. And that's bring all the people you know are bad people, by the way, but you just want to fix them. Like, oh my gosh, Peter really just pulled like like you know how when people in relationships they like see a bad person, they're like, I'll fix them. I'll fix them. Like Peter really just pulled that. He shouldn't have listened to Aunt May at all. But he brought all them to Happy's place. Happy should be pissed off. If I'm happy, uh, not even a little bit, like not even like he was really just chilling with them, and I was like, okay, that's interesting. And then obviously stuff hit the fan, and the whole entire villain fight was crazy. Seeing seeing Peter Spidey senses realize everything's going bad, and realizing the Green Goblin is here now. I thought that was great, but it was nice to see him actually fix Doc Ock first and almost fix Electro. But going into that, I thought Electro actually, if we go back and look, Electro shocks Doc Ock and says, "I liked you better as your old self." And to me, I think he tried to electrocute Doc Ock to fry his chip again. But Peter really made something so good that obviously he didn't have to worry about that. So yeah, the whole fight scene was crazy. Seeing the Green Goblin and William Defoe's acting was crazy, amazing, and just seeing everything unfold. And they were going through floors. They were going through apartment building floors, expensive apartment building floors, like it was nothing. And then obviously we get to the Aunt May death scene. I commend Aunt May for fighting and not wanting Peter to be hurt. I commend her for that. But I think personally, her death scene was a little bad for me. And this is the only like really problem critique I have with the movie. You guys can tell me if I'm wrong, but I thought that it was weird. I just thought that the way they were going about it, just her getting up and just like, "Oh, Peter, let's go." I feel like I know Peter was hurt, but I feel like Peter should have been like more concerned about Aunt May, period. I mean, that blast just went off kind of in her radius. He probably didn't see her get hit by the Green Goblin's thing, but I mean, I just feel like he should have been more like concerned because he was concerned, but he wasn't concerned. Like, where's the urgency? Like, let's get you some help. Let's get out of here. Let's go. Let's go right now. Like, let's that whole thing just happened. Let's get you out of here real quick. We got to get you out of here. I wouldn't even have checked. Like, she could have been no blood, nothing. I still would have been like that. I feel like as a superhero. So I feel like when I was looking, I was because she was just sitting there talking to him. She was like, "Oh, are you okay?" And he was like, "Oh, you're okay." And he was grabbing her head and stuff. I'm like, bro, this better not be how she dies, bro. Like I would have much rather her just like actually get stabbed or something, like and just been laying there, and then Peter crawls over and says, "Aunt May, no," and then like I don't know, just the way she died and her standing up and falling back down, that was weird to me. I didn't like it. I mean, to each their own. I didn't like that scene at all. The way she died, I thought it was like a little comical. I couldn't take it seriously. We got to talk about how Peter was watching J. Jonah Jameson he was watching Jonah through the TV talk about him and all this stuff and say all these bad things about him after experiencing Aunt May's death. And not only that, Peter got shot after Aunt May's death. He was just going through the motion. It was so sad. So then we seen Andrew Garfield come out of the portal, the best. Oh my God. I can't even just seeing that whole experience, Andrew and Toby come out of those portals. That's like that was my best movie theater moment, I think. I don't think I've ever been in a movie theater that hype, that lit. I don't think I've ever experienced anything like that. That was the best movie experience ever, honestly. Better than Infinity War, better than almost low key better than Endgame. I can't lie to you because we kind of knew they were gonna win. Like, who really expected Captain America and the Avengers to lose to Thanos right there? Like, no one expected that. Like, I feel like you felt it a little bit, like, oh my God, but you felt like, oh, they might die. But we knew that they snapped, so we knew that the other Avengers were gonna get there somehow, some way. But I will say that it still was an iconic scene, so we're not even gonna go into that. I'm not gonna compare scenes right now. But for me, the movie theater experience was amazing with that. And I liked how they were talking about they had little jabs, they had little jabs of like how people rate the movies, compare the movies. They made Andrew Peter 3, like what y'all trying to say? What y'all trying to say, huh? Cause I'm an Amazing Spider-Man 2 fan. No? So what y'all trying to say? Is he y'all think y'all think he number three? Is that what we're getting at here? Okay, okay. But I thought it was funny how Peter was all like Peter 3, like yo, it was so funny. Peter's hilarious. Yo, Andrew Garfield's a great actor. He's a great actor. He's literally Spider-Man. He's literally Spider-Man. But before all that happens, I skipped myself, my bad. I got too excited. Before all that happens, obviously Andrew was climbing the ceiling at the spider webs. I thought that scene was hilarious. It was so nice to see them be respectful of it and just laugh. And then I thought it was crazy to I was like, "Whoa." I know Tom Holland was mad, but the way he dissed the other two Spider-Mans for a second when they went to go see him, it was a little crazy. Like he's like, nah, you don't understand, bro. Andrew's just like, damn, I understand, but fuck. Now, this was the funniest scene to me. Peter went on IG Live with Jay Jonah. He went on IG Live with his biggest hater, told all his ops to pull up, pull up. He said, I'm at the Statue of Liberty right now. Let's go. And I got what y'all looking for. That was crazy to me. That was crazy. I thought that was the most underrated scene from the movie. Honestly, I feel like the whole Tobey Maguire Andrew thing like really overshadowed that. But that was one of the like I was like, okay, Tom. I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, let's go, let's go. I was ready to fight. I was ready to hop through the screen, swing around, literally. Miles Morales. I was ready to come. Obviously you guys aren't gonna know now, but I'm Miles Morales. I will be acting as Miles Morales. I'm gonna have this all shaved. They probably gonna make me shave this. They might make me keep it. Who knows? But we will be in the movie. All right, we will be in the MCU. All right, just wait on. But yeah, so seeing them and J. Jonah Jameson actually said something that was really funny when he pointed out, "Oh no, he's gonna destroy another national landmark." I was in tears, and he wasn't wrong. He literally, but it made me think about how people probably think about superheroes when it comes to actually living with them and being with them. And I feel like the MCU has been doing that a lot lately since Infinity War happened with the snap. So I thought that was good. Then one of the greatest scenes to me was when Peter, Andrew, and Toby started swinging at the same time. That was like, bro, seeing that was just crazy. Like they gave them, oh my god. Tom pulled them both up and they both, and I like how they both, all three have different personalities when they dove out. You could just see their personalities and they're swinging everything. And you could tell Andrew's still that that charismatic. I feel like Andrew's more charismatic than they are, and they showed that. Yeah, so then at this point, my movie theater was just going crazy. They were just going, they were losing their minds. It was like Game 7 NBA Finals type stuff. I don't know. I don't know if it, like we were just the anticipation, just everything. Everybody really just had to take it in. It was just wild. But I really want to talk about how the end scene, MJ falls, Andrew saves her, sees it as it happens, and Andrew saves her, and Andrew just like, "You okay?" She's like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "Oh man, that hit me in the feels. I'm not gonna lie, that hurt. That hurt." So yeah, all that's happening. They cure the villains. Now that man Tom Holland was giving Green Goblin the beats. He was not pull. I swear he wasn't pulling punches. I swear he was giving. He was hitting him with the I thought he was about to hit the shoulder roll for a second. He hit him with the size up. I said, square up. Oh, I was like, okay, okay. But yeah, so he started boxing on. He started bah 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 bah. I was like, damn. So then it was nice to see Andrew and Peter stop that and fix everything with the Green Goblin. And I feel like the take on the Green Goblin in that sequence, it really showed that they were like, you know, it's not him, it's his mental health and all that, and they fixed it. And I feel like that relates to real life, and some people can't really fix it like Peter can, but I still thought it was cool how they showed that, because you gotta see the human in them. Now, this is the part that made me mad. So everybody forgets Peter's Spider-Man. Tom Holland or Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, they like peace, disappear. That was hilarious. And then everybody disappears. Why not? Tom Holland kisses Zendaya, MJ, and they say goodbye. They're like, "You're gonna forget me." And basically, after all that, Tom Holland finally goes up to MJ in the coffee shop, and he literally goes, "Hey, I'm Peter Parker." Has the notes. Then he goes, I think I'm gonna go find Gwen Stacy for like, bro, what? What are we gonna talk about it? 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 He did not look at Ned and MJ and then go, you know what? Bro, Peter, not slick. You're not slick. But I just thought that was interesting. Interesting to see Peter pass up the opportunity. I was like, Peter, turn back around, go in that thing. But obviously, they're probably gonna go more love triangles, love problems. Let it just be real, authentic instead of just telling her and Ned everything already and going into it because that might not work. So I get what they were saying, but I was like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on there? Oh, uh, uh, he was, you know what I mean? He was like, maybe I'll do that later. Like what? Like what? She was just crying to you, saying, "Don't let me forget you. Don't let me." And then you just gonna turn around? Oh man. Oh man. And this movie not only was a great just come all together ending, it was one of the greatest setups Marvel has ever had taken place. And I think Sony and Marvel need to keep making movies together and keep working together, because after this one, it shows that Sony knows what they're doing, obviously, and Marvel really knows what they're doing, obviously, and them together, it's a work of art. It's a work of art. It's a work of art. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video and me just going on a rant and me explaining things, please leave a like and please subscribe if you're new. If you're seeing this, please subscribe. It helps me grow so much, and you guys will understand how much I appreciate it. Um, we're still on the road to 200 subs. We're gonna get there.